Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Sunday, so I'm making content today because nothing's happening today, so might as well cook. We again have a long weekend. We have a lot of long weekends in Australia, especially in the beginning of the year, which is nice. I like it. Gives you a slow start and then you can enjoy like summer. The weather is still quite nice, which is nice. Oh, of course, to give you an update on the pool, it's finally coming along. It'll be ready by winter. Anyhow, the pool deck is ready, so we need the screens up and then we need this inspector guy to come and say yes, it's compliant so that nobody can climb. Oh my god, it's ridiculous what they think people can climb over. I'll show you the trees actually. They are skinny pine trees. Really? People can climb over the fence and hold on to that thing? Really? Okay. I don't know what kind, maybe like elves or something, fairies maybe, I don't know. So again, we had a long weekend. So it was Monday, it was Labor Day, so we had a long weekend. And then, do you remember the friend who had an heart attack? Yep. One of the group, they are all part of like a high school group, which is pretty cool actually, that they're still friends after so long. He lives in Cairns, which is in the Gold Coast, is it? I better not make shit up because my geography is really bad. So he lives in Cairns, long story short, all right? And he has come to visit because of this near-death experience, I guess. They've learned that you better make time to see the people who are important to you. And that's Luna going crazy, she's playing again. So he's come down and he stayed with this guy for a few days and he's come to stay with us because he's very close to my husband as well. That's all nice and good, and we had a little bit of an incident on Monday because they organized for all of them to catch up at the local pub. So the pubs here serve food and drinks, mainly drinks. And then of course they say, cook us a nice dinner, we'll be home for dinner, you know, blah, blah, blah. Please, I know these boys for over 10 years, like 15 years. I should know better. So it's my bad that I fell for it again. So I dropped them off at 1 o'clock. They said, oh yeah, we'll be definitely way home early because Gary, the guy who had a heart attack, he can't stay out for very long. It's not good for him. He'll probably be home like in a couple of hours. He'll want to go home. So I'm like, oh yeah, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, the latest you should be home, say 6 o'clock, latest. And I did say, I'm happy to come and pick you up because it's hard to get an Uber over there. Of course, during the course of the day, I started to get messages like, oh, you know, so it's not from Craig, it's from Craig's friends. I won't name names because that would be not nice. Who would send messages to say, oh, can he stay and play? You know, please. That annoys me to no end because he's his own man. I don't stop you. I'm not one of those ones, is it? You can go out, you know, you're gonna check in with me and you're gonna get my permission to go. No, I encourage him to go out because it's healthy. It's healthy to see your friends because I don't meet all your needs. Maybe you wanna go and bitch to them about me. So go, do it, you need it. But what I don't like is this. They think I'm controlling him, so that shits me, really upsets me, really, as you can see. So anyhow, then I got a message from the guy who was staying with us using my husband's phone to say, oh yeah, we're gonna be a bit late, you know, we're gonna be home by 7:30. By that stage, I've already defrosted the food. I'm annoyed. 7:30 to me is like, it's not really dinner time. I mean, I'm annoyed because I want to have a drink too. If I'm gonna pick them up, I can't have a drink. So why should I miss out? And I've been waiting all afternoon. And by then it was like maybe 5 o'clock that they sent me that message. I was getting ready to go and get them actually. In my mind, I was mentally ready. So I was upset and I thought, you know what, screw you all. You know what, I'm not cooking dinner for you. You guys can just eat out. So that was the message I sent. I said, you know what, why don't you just stay? Just stay the whole night, stay out and then have so much fun because you hardly see each other, especially this guy has flown down to catch up. Of course, they rolled out at 7:30. I said, so I have to end up cooking anyway. But that's fine, I've already prepared the food. That's Monday, okay? So same guy who stayed with us. I wish I could tell you his name. I need to shame him publicly, no? He needs to be shamed. He asked me this thing. I know it's out of conversation. I know people make conversation, so they ask things, even though I don't know how interested is he. He asked me, oh, so Karen, are you still working out? Do you know what's the problem with that question? I'm gonna tell you what's the problem. If I'm working out and you can see that I'm working out, would you be asking that question? It means that I look like I don't work out, right? Isn't it? If I work out, surely I'll look like I work out. Okay? And you don't have to ask me that stupid question. Yeah? So learn from this. If you know that someone goes to the gym regularly, don't ask them, are you still working out? Ask them, what are you doing these days? You know, that's a much better question. Because if then they're not working out, they'll tell you, oh, I'm just taking a break from working out, rather than are you still working out? You know what? What an insult. That actually upset me. because that was insulting. You know, you're saying I look like I don't exercise, but anyhow. So that got me fired up, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to show you. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I didn't drink. Tuesday, I went back for my spin class. And then, great news, I came in 5th from the bottom, not 5th from the top, 5th from the bottom. And that's great because I never intended to be best team member, whatever they call it on the big board. I'm never gonna be that, okay? When I say never, it's not because I don't think I have the capacity to do it or I don't believe in myself. That's not it. It's that I'm unwilling to go in and do spin classes 3 times a week, 4 times a week. It's not my thing. I do spin because I like it. I think my heart would benefit with a little bit of cardio, my lungs, you know, a bit of cardio work, but I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm almost 50, man. I don't wanna like keel over and die of a heart attack. So I'm pretty happy that my aim was not to be the last. So I'm happy because I was last a few times. Yes, that was most unpleasant. And then, oh no, the spin class was on Wednesday. So what happened on Tuesday, I booked in for a body pump class and I didn't get there because I have this thing called time fallacy. I think I have a lot of time, but I don't. So I dropped Julian off to uni at about 9:30. The class starts at 10:40. So if I were to go straight, I would be early, like 40 minutes early. So I thought, oh yeah, I have time. And I also realized I forgot to bring a towel. If you don't have a towel, you cannot work out. I went into a mall, which is on the way, and oh yeah, I can just have a quick coffee because I couldn't wake up. So I thought, I'll go and buy a coffee, I'll go and buy my towel, and then I'll make my way there. And guess what? By the time that happened, I was late. Yep, I was late for class, so I didn't go. But I walked. I did a good walk on my treadmill, and I clocked 12,000 steps. Pretty good, hey? Yep, I was very impressed with that. And then on Wednesday, I did my spin class, all right? So that was 2 days in a row. I'm like, yep, I'm back on. And then on Thursday, I had this epic migraine. I haven't had an epic migraine for a while. This was epic because even my migraine medication didn't work. That was so scary. It scares me because it's like, is something really wrong with me? Like, do I have like a brain tumor or something? Got a bit scared. And I couldn't even watch TV. That's the tragic part. I couldn't get out of bed. 4-hour mark, I have to keep taking medicine. Like I took Nurofen and a migraine medication. So that was me the whole of Thursday. And Friday, I started to get better. And Friday was happy hour time. So I had happy hour. And then yesterday was Noah's birthday party with his school friends. So that was nice. And I also realized something though. I take wontons for granted. You know, those little fried things that you get from Chinese restaurants. Little parcels of meat wrapped in skin. I don't know what, flour skin. You fry it or you can cook it in soup. I didn't realize so many people never had it before. So actually some of Noah's friends never had it. So I thought I'll cook it for them, and instead of having a Western themed birthday party, I made an Asian themed one. So I made fried noodles, fried rice, and Korean fried chicken, which is Noah's favorite. And of course I overcatered, didn't I? So I'm left with like big boxes of rice and noodles. The rice we can freeze, that's not a problem. I'm not sure about the noodles though, so I've actually put out a poll on Insta to ask, is it okay if I freeze it? I don't know. I've never frozen it. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. So, but there's so much that we just can't finish it. There's no way. So I'm just gonna try. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I hate wasting food. I hate it. So I also mentioned to you last week that I'm gonna start doing more progression. Like I want to show you my progression rather than me just giving you updates about what I do. This week I'm gonna go back to my trainer because I'm a bit shy to film progression in the gym. And when I go to my trainer, it's a private gym and she can film me, that's fine. When I talk about progression, besides PBs, because that's what I used to show you, it's personal best, my mobility is actually really bad, okay? When I say really bad, it means I cannot squat. You know, one thing Asians are very good at, we can squat, right? We can just get down. I can't. My knees won't let me. So that's one of the things that I'm working on moving forward, and I'm going to show you the progression. I used to be a F45 junkie. That's the extent I'll go to, right? I can go twice a day because I'm obsessed with it. And as a result, I pushed my body so hard that I messed up my knees. I couldn't walk properly. And there are some exercises that I couldn't do. But over time, because I've worked with Dana, now I have better mobility and I can do a lot more exercises. This is the part of midlife that I want to show you, though, that our body, if you don't take care of it, it's like a piece of machinery. It's just gonna go to shit. Mobility is one thing we take for granted. We take walking for granted. When I injured my knees, that was scary for me because I couldn't even walk. I'm gonna spend more time. The other aspects of my life is also very important. And today I just want to share with you something that crossed my mind though. I just think of things and I thought I'll share this with you. Or I've heard people telling me, I really want to lose weight, but I can't do it. I want you to think about this. How bad really do you want it? And for what reason do you want it? Your reasons must be strong enough to help you overcome temptations. And I truly believe if you want something, you can make it happen. You really can. Because once you want something so bad, you'll start taking action to take you there. You'll know whether you really want it or not. It's a matter of whether do you want to be honest with yourself. And if you don't think you want it, then don't. Don't let anyone tell you, oh, you really should. There's no should, could, no. But at the end of the day, it's just you. Really, when I say end of the day, I'm talking about on your deathbed, it's just you. Just the same way you've come to this world, you're alone. So you get to decide, do you really want it or not? And like me, I say I want it, right? And I'm gonna be very honest with you. If I really wanted it, I won't be faffing around and drinking and say, hey, I'm gonna be kind to myself. That's the biggest crock of shit, right? But bearing in mind that this journey to my best self is not about it's about giving up alcohol. It would be how I gave up alcohol in 30 days or how I stopped drinking. I'm alcohol free for X number of days. It's not that, okay? It's about me wanting to get into a body that I'm happy with. That nobody would come and ask me, are you still working out? That kind of bullshit? No, okay? Let's be very, very honest. I know I've said this to you before that it is much more complicated than just calories in, calories out. But it is still, especially the quality of the calories makes a lot of difference. Alcohol is empty calories, okay? It does nothing for you. Your body have to work extra hard to get rid of the alcohol before it can burn fat, right? Because why? Alcohol is a very efficient source of fuel. So your body wants to burn that first. And whatever it doesn't burn gets converted into fat. You can read more about it in my new book. We need to be honest with ourselves. And the fact of the matter is this. My body is not young anymore. I can't keep abusing it and expect it to bounce back every single time. I'm scared. I've got this little dot. I really need to get it checked, for skin cancer, really. But you know what I'm scared about? Apparently, if you go in and they think it's no good, they will burn it off with like nitrogen or something. I know I have a lot of tattoo, but I'm scared. Okay, that's Daisy again. Every time I'm recording, she does it. Enough. So I really need to get that checked out because the earlier we find out, the better, isn't it? But I'm scared. I don't want to know. And what does this not wanting to know lead us in the end? Then it's too late, isn't it? So I promise I'll do something about it. Same as my breast cancer, breast screen and all that. My girlfriend actually books it in for me and then we go together. In that sense, I don't really take very good care of myself. So have you booked your breast screen yet? If you haven't, please do. Especially if you're old fat like me, you need to check, okay? Oh, and also pap smear. Do it. I guess this is the message today. Come clean with yourself. Yeah, be honest about, do you really want to become a better version of yourself? And for what reason do you want to be? And remember this, I wish that taken the advice from people more seriously when they say, you know what, you need to take care of your body and all that. Same thing when they say children grow up so quick. When my children were young, I've got older friends and they say, oh, they grow up so quick. It's so precious the time you have. I'm like, oh, please, just grow up already. I'm sick of it. And then in the blink of an eye, it's done. That's why people say parenting, where it's the days are long, but the years are short. All right, now I get it. Finally, I get it. Which is why I do whatever I can with my kids and for my kids. I think I better stop waffling now. So you get the message, right? Have an honest conversation about yourself. Oh, and also I have taken a video of myself so that you can see my progression, okay? Whether I lose weight or I don't. Just trigger warning though. Instead of road humps ahead, it's fat lumps ahead. Gotta laugh. You have to laugh. So I'll be back next week. Yeah, I think that's about it. If you have anything you want me to answer, feel free to drop it in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you next week.